to Talking Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm Connor Williams, and we're back with a transfer video. If you're watching this, then it means that we have signed and announced James Tarkowski. There were rumours that this was done a while ago, and we're just waiting till after today, just to keep it a bit civil with Burnley. Over all of that, and obviously, if you remember, Burnley went to the Premier League and were with Leeds and were moaning about our finances and saying to look into us. Which, by the way, I think the Premier League know how to control their own financial fair play, lads. I think it's obvious to everybody we were in a bit of a tough spot with that. So I don't think they need Leeds or Burnley to go telling them who to look at. But we've done it to keep it civil between them, which is understandable, I suppose. But yeah, he's been announced now. I actually really like this transfer. It's on a free. It's for a couple of years, isn't it? With potential to extend. I saw a lot of people say weren't keen on it, which I find a bit mental. I think it was one of his first seasons, a couple of seasons back. He was meant to be linked with United after a back of a really, really solid season with them. With Burnley, and nobody was batting an eyelid. Nobody was going, "Oh my gosh, can you believe that James Tarkowski's going to there?" A lot of people in the media were going, "Oh, I think that'll be a really, really good transfer that for United." That's the type of leader they need. People weren't batting an eyelid. United fans weren't batting an eyelid. I think it's because it was the season or the second season after he came in, and he just got about his business, did really well. So I'm surprised. I don't know if it's reactionary, which is what a lot of football is these days. He had a good season last season, so a big move was fine. He's been relegated this season, so now people are like, "Oh, he's rubbish." I don't know if it's sort of that I don't know if it might be that. But I actually really like him. He's tall. He's about 6 foot odd. He's built well, built really well. Solid at the back for Burnley. And very importantly, got a lot of games in for Burnley and a lot of minutes last season. Played 35 games, got 3,106 minutes. Has a really clean injury record, which I know means he's probably going to rupture his Achilles in the first game for us, knowing our luck. But hopefully not. But no, he's reliable. He's solid. The thing is with Yerry Mina, who I think is our best defender, is his body seems to be his worst enemy. It's such a shame because everybody likes Yerry Mina, I think. Everybody likes him as a person. Everybody likes him as a defender. It's just the injury record, isn't it? But then you look at Tarkowski, really good build, solid defender, and a good injury record to boot as well. Last year, he made 64 tackles, 144 of them. That's incredibly decent for a defender. 183 clearances and 49 interceptions. When you go on FBref, they compare with some of the centre-backs in the Premier League, who he's most like. You do see the likes of Michael Keane there, but you also see Mohamed Salisu, who I thought had a really solid season, and Ben Mee, who I think is one of the more underrated centre-backs to come out of Burnley. Been an absolute stalwart for them over their Premier League era. And I genuinely think we should have bought Ben Mee instead of Michael Keane. Alas, that trainer's well and truly left the station. So getting back to the man we do have, when you go on FBref, it shows you a lot of his passing per 90 to the percentile of centre-backs in the Prem. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not, his passing isn't, oh my God, amazing. We're not getting Franz Beckenbauer. But partner him up with somebody who is a lot better passing wise. And we will see a better, we'll see a lot better from him. It's when you go to his defensive stats here that you really see his basically his meat and two veg. His tackles one are high in the percentile. Tackles in the defensive third are. Dribblers tackle per 90 is in the high percentile. Dribbles contested. Blocks, he's at the very, very top. Shots blocked, he's at the top. Shots saved, he's at the top. Clearances, he's well at the top. So he is going to be one of those final line, throws his body in front of the ball type of defenders, which I think we need. Too many times this season, I saw defenders not throwing themselves in front of the shot like it's a bullet. I want you to throw your body in front of it, anything you can to get it sort of off. and a lot of times I saw the standing defenders, and it seems like Tarkowski is going to be absolutely, you know, the last man to get back before you get Pickford, which is, you know, if you think of it like a video game, he's the last person before you play the boss. I'm happy with that being the way it is. He's a good player. When you look at when you look at a couple more of his stats as well, ball recoveries, he's high on aerials. 97 percentile, really good. That's really good. Like I said, I think he's about 6 foot, so he's quite tall. I mean, he's taller than me. He's not the tallest centre back in the league, but he's very much up there, which means his jumping must be brilliant. I really like him, guys, overall. I know I went a bit stat heavy there, but he's also got the eye test. He came to Goodison Park last season. We played Burnley as well. Thought he was impressive there. He's got a bit of snidiness about him as well, which I think a lot of Everton fans like and want. Seen a lot of people say that. He has got that bit of a snidiness. He's just a really rough defender, rough and ready. No airs or graces. I really like him. I think for a free transfer, absolutely fine. The amount of years on the contract I was worried about initially, I'll admit, but like it's a couple of years plus add-ons, you know, extension options. That's fine. I think Everton have been really cute with the business here, really well. I know some people will say, what about picking up players from relegated teams? There are some gems there. Tarkowski is one in that Burnley squad that is worth looking at, especially on a free. Emmanuel Dennis for 20 million from Watford we're linked with. I don't think that's a bad one on, you know, for the price. You can get some, don't get me wrong, I'm the first to hate the transfer policy it does. Wish we'd look at other leagues, not just Prem and ex-Prem players. I wish we'd look at the Dutch league, the Belgian league, the Argentinian, South American leagues. You know, so some of the some of the bigger European ones as well. For example, the French league's got some great players knocking about in it. The German league, the Spanish, probably not the Spanish league. Well, yeah, the Spanish league as well, the Italian league. But I'd love for us to look at the French league. There's some really good, versatile players and midfielders there. But you can pick up players from relegated teams that end up doing well. Idrissa Gueye was another one. He came and he did really well for us. So it's worth pointing out. But yeah, on Tarkowski, had a long time to mellow over it since the rumours, and I'm happy with it. I'm really happy. I think it's quite astute business. But that's all we got time for. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and comment down below your thoughts on Tarkowski. Are you happy? And I'll see you guys very soon.